Can you believe this? Such a small woman like me in a forest. Look at this tree. One of my favorite trees in the Netherlands. Look, I can stand in it. How gorgeous is this? Absolutely amazing, you see? So sometimes it's nice to be small because then you can do this kind of things. I am going through a lot of grieving because I'm in court with the Dutch government about my kidnapping in 1984. It's a criminal act that they have done to me. I'm still waiting for the day to go on court. So I have already received a response from the lawyer of the Dutch government, and it wasn't so clean and honest. There is apartheid here in the Netherlands, and that still make people feel like we are in slavery. Some people may say this is too rush to say something like that about a country that international is being seen as a free country, but there are a lot of human rights problems also in this country, in the Netherlands, and I think people should be very realistic about that. And many children have been kidnapped through illegal adoptions for a very long time. Not only children who are born outside of the Netherlands, but also inside of the Netherlands. Young children who had children at 16 they had to give away, or adults, people who were old enough to have a child, but because they were not married, they had to give away their children. So a lot is wrong with humanity right here in the Netherlands, and people should really be aware of that. My scenario is of course worse because I've been taken away from my family from Haiti, my aunt where I was staying for 2 years. I will repeat that I'm related to Michael Jackson. I don't know the whole story, I just know he has always been a part of my life, and we're going to find out in this journey that I'm walking. And I was walking in the forest, and then I was thinking about my book, Betrayal and The Dark Side of the Netherlands, how important it is for me to write this book. And even if people don't believe my story, this is my autobiography. And I can always imagine why people don't believe my story, because Michael Jackson is such a huge artist in the world. So how can he hide away a child? I think that's why he hid away a child, because he was the biggest artist in the world from a very young age. One thing that I really want to educate people with my book, Betrayal and The Dark Side of the Netherlands, that Michael Jackson was not just a child. He was adult when he was adult when he was 14 or 15 years old or 13 years old, because he was raised with adult people around him. So Michael Jackson, he wasn't a typical young boy. He wasn't a typical young boy, and I think that a lot of people they stop remembering that he was different than other people. And when I was walking the forest, I was thinking about how important it is for me to tell my story. Even the world have very hard to digest what I'm telling, that Mike Jackson is my father, and that he had me when he was 16 with an older woman who was 20 years old, older than me, Barbara Jane Ross Lee. I think my mother is an extraordinary woman in her own way. So I think I was an oops baby, really absolutely a mistake. I spoke to some lawyers if my mother created a criminal act, and they said it depends in which stage you are living. And then I have to repeat myself. Michael Jackson wasn't an ordinary young boy. He was really a man at that age. And but anyway, God wanted me to be his daughter, and he had me. And I'm very proud that when he was alive, he told me himself he's my dad and that he's amazing proud with me. If he was alive today, he didn't want to share me with the world because of the child molester, what happened. I know he wouldn't have shared me because of the child molestation, what happened to him in the media. I know that. But today, he's not here with us, and this year it will be 13 years since he was murdered. And to me, it's my goal to spread my story through the betrayal and through the dogs and Netherlands, because this is really a memorial to my dad, and I want people to know it. And so even if I die tomorrow, my story will not be forgotten, and that people will remember this. One day I took a lawyer when I came to the media because I didn't want to be famous, and I asked him, how can we ask Google to remove everything about me because I want my privacy. I was just going to court. And then he said to me that I had to accept that I'm a part of Michael Jackson's story. So it took me another 10 years to realize what am I going to do with it. And now I just in a point that I'm going to accept it, that I'm a part of Michael Jackson's story, that I cannot turn back the time that I went to court claiming my right of inheritance on time and doing the things that I did. So now I quite have accepted that I'm a public person. And if I'm a public person, then I want people to know why. And this is why it's very important to me that people are going to order my book, read my book, give me reviews, and get to know who I am. And the most of all, I want them to understand that I'm living my own independent life, and that I'm living a life that my father created for me in a big way, but in another way, he didn't create this for me. Losing his child was horrible. And I want people to find out the truth in this journey with me. I really want, this is a journey. So my YouTube channel, my social media, it's a journey. I'm going to share this journey with strange people about my life. And I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know. It is very emotional. I think I have something. It is very emotional, but I'm ready to take the step. I think there's something on me. Nice to have flowers. Anyway, so I have accepted this journey to share my life on social media, and I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared, but I feel if this is the way that I need to be in contact with people, to let them get to know my story, to go and order my book and read my book. So when they see me on the street, they have understanding what I'm fighting for, where I'm standing for, and that's it. You know, this court with the Dutch government about my kidnapping, it's something I've been waiting for years. Sorry. It was something I've been waiting for years. I was being bitten by a small animal. I was really hurt. I really had to push him away. I've been waiting for years to do this lawsuit. I had to wait very long, and now it's the date. And I need to share. I need to share it my way so that people get the story. When the media start writing about it, that people know where I come from. You know, in 2010, when I came into the world media, I didn't really talk about what it meant to me to be crashed down on the internet as a crazy woman. And this time we're going to do it differently. So, okay, this was Mocienne Petit Jackson under really absolutely an amazing tree. This is my Lady Just Vandals, one of my favorite flowers in the world. I just picked the flowers. I hope I don't get any punishment from the government because they are for free in the forest. I miss my son. I haven't seen him for 2 years, but I know he's doing well. So I'm thinking, okay, let me pick these flowers for Mother's Day for me, because I'm a good mom and I love him very much. And he's 22, love him. When you become a mom, everything's changed. To me, I became a woman. But even if you don't have any children, if you want to stand for the world, then you become a woman. I'm happy to be a woman, happy for this journey. So I'm going to close this video just to show you one more time around how gorgeous this is, how beautiful. Because I'm small, I can stand in it. Look, whoo! Anyway, I cannot wait to see reviews about what people think of my book, Thriller, Betrayal, Thriller, The Dark Sentiments. Because of COVID-19, I had to wait for 2 years, and now I'm hoping to see my dream come true, and I hope people will like my story. And this is what I want to tell, my story, my autobiography. How unbelievable it may seem for many people, this is my life. Okay, it was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Goodbye, and thank you.